Welcome to ILTV on the Hour. We are live from Israel, bringing you the biggest headlines of the hour. I'm Caleb Ben David, and here are the latest updates coming out of the region. The bodies of slain Israeli hostages Ari Zalman Zalmanovich and Tamir Adar were returned to Israel Tuesday night after being handed over by Hamas via the Red Cross. The caskets were transferred from the Red Cross in southern Gaza. The remains were then taken to the Abu Kabir Forensic Institute in Tel Aviv for identification. The return of Adar and Zalmanovich lowers the number of deceased hostages still held in Gaza from 15 to 13. Since the start of the ceasefire, Hamas has returned the remains of 15 hostages and released all 20 living captives. Zalmanovich, one of the founders of Kibbutz Nir Oz, was kidnapped during the October 7th attack and murdered in captivity weeks later. He was 85 years old and is survived by 2 sons and 5 grandchildren. He was described by his community as a farmer by blood who knew how to value the land and the weather. Adar, 38, served as the deputy security coordinator of Nir Oz and was killed while fighting to defend his community during the October 7th invasion. His body was also abducted to Gaza by members of the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine. He is survived by his wife Hadass, their 2 children, his parents, and siblings. Adar was posthumously promoted to the rank of Master Sergeant in the IDF Reserves. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance continues his Israel visit today in his mission to shore up the fragile ceasefire in Gaza. Vance is meeting today with Prime Minister Netanyahu in Jerusalem, with the two first having breakfast together with their wives Sarah and Usha, and then having a working discussion. Vance will later today meet with President Isaac Herzog. Yesterday, he visited the U.S.-Israel Ceasefire Coordination Center in the southern Israel city of Kiryat Gat. There, Vance declared that peace is going to last and that Hamas disarmament was non-negotiable. He emphasized that choppy waters are expected in a ceasefire between people who hate each other and who have been fighting for a very long time, but he insisted the truce is going better than expected. Vance, along with U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and top Trump advisor and son-in-law Jared Kushner, were dispatched by Trump to see that all sides remain committed to ensure that the ceasefire is being implemented. This came after President Trump warned that he could send international forces into Gaza to confront Hamas over its violations of the ceasefire deal, but said he would hold off for now to give the terror group a chance to change course. Here's Vance.
What we've seen the past week gives me great optimism the ceasefire is going to hold. And if we get from where we were a week ago to a long-term, durable peace between Israel and Gaza, there are going to be hills and valleys. There are going to be moments where it looks like things aren't going particularly well. But given that, and given the history of conflict, I think that everybody should be proud of where we are today.
Now, it is the 10th day of the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. The truce has generally been holding, but there continue to be serious incidents in Gaza. Most recently, 2 soldiers were lightly injured when their tank was hit by an explosive device in the Khan Yunis area. The 2 wounded troopers were taken to hospital. The incident occurred during efforts by the forces to clear the area where they are stationed of potential threats. Now, this incident came 2 days after the ceasefire was tested when gunmen emerged from a tunnel deep within Israeli-held territory in southern Gaza's Rafah and launched RPGs at troops, killing 2 soldiers and wounding 3 others in the same area. According to an initial military probe, no terror operatives were detected in the area when the bomb in this latest incident was detonated. The IDF is investigating when the explosive device was planted in the area. And that ends this update on ILTV News. You can continue to follow us for more of the latest developments. And of course, you can always follow our app. You just scan, of course, that code there on your screen, that barcode. Thank you for joining us on ILTV. I'm Caleb Ben David, and stay tuned with us.